Hi, my name is Kim, aka the Booker Harlot, because I love all things Booker Prize related. So award season is upon us. The International Booker Longlist has been announced, and so has the Women's Prize Longlist. So I thought today we would concentrate on one book from the Women's Prize Longlist, which is Demon Copperfield by Barbara Kingsolver. It's quite a thick book, so I thought I would report back to you every 100 pages with my thoughts. So while I get going and start reading about the mountains in southern Appalachia, I thought I would share with you the mountains of Northern Quebec.
Take your lammy inside, doggy. It's gonna get the safety time. Gonna get that lammy. Doggy doo. Don't drop the lammy off the cliff, doggy. That's too close to the cliff for your lammy.
Oh
The
no!
lammy on the cliff. What kind of a dog monster are you, lammy?
Oh, she is too.
Bearing the damn thing. Hilarious. Don't believe it.
I am about 100 pages in to Demon Copperfield, and I have to tell you, I really struggled with the first 50 pages, and I don't think it had anything to do with the book. I think it's when you approach a book that is so hyped that if it doesn't live up to these great expectations, no pun intended, that it can be a little bit of a slog. And this is an epic tale. It needs a huge foundation, and it needs those pages to set it up. So after about 50 pages, I switched to the audiobook. And the audiobook is narrated by Charlie Thurston, and let me tell you, he is incredible. I could listen to his southern drawl. Well, apparently I am going to be listening to it for 21 hours. So I've reached the 100-page point. Demon's character is really becoming quite interesting and charming in so many different ways. I think that this will be a very interesting examination of institutionalized poverty, and I'm looking forward to the next 400. So I will see you in 100 pages, and I will leave you with Ripley's saga of her stuffed toy, which we call Lammy. And if you're wondering why we are switching from winter to now today, 28 degrees, and feeling like summertime, it's because it's spring in Canada. So 2 days ago, it was winter, today it's summer, and 2 days from now, there's snow in the forecast. Yeah. Get your lammies.
Get your mother, you bring it inside.
Good girl.
It's a cold lammy.
Good girl.
Your baby inside.
Let's go.
Your baby
Good
inside.
girl.
Your baby's gonna come inside. We're gonna tell the police on you.
I am 200 pages into Demon Copperhead, and it's quite the ride. I am really enjoying it. Can Barbara Kingsolver write an incredible character? 10 out of 10 for Demon. I enjoy the way he looks at life. I enjoy his humor. I enjoy the way that he processes things as he's starting to mature. But it's lacking something for me. And I hate to say that it's structure. The plot is interesting. It's well paced. It moves along. It's entertaining. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm only 200 pages in. It's lacking something. I want my fiction to be complex and have depth, and for there to be images and symbolism, and I want it to be working and evolving on different levels, and I want complex relationships.
I hate to use this word so early in my journey with this book, but I'm finding it very commercial, and that's okay, but it might not be for me. This has major motion picture and Netflix series written all over it, and good for it, but it might not tick all the boxes for me. But I could be being too harsh too early in. So I'm going to continue listening and try not to speak with a southern drawl in real life. And I will see you in 100 pages.
Lemmy's is in the snow again. I am 300 pages in, and I think it's safe to say that I think this is a good book with a good plot and a great main character. Here's Ripley. I just published a video in which I made my Women's Prize shortlist predictions, and I didn't include this book. I didn't include it because I don't think it is worth a reread. The judges have to go back and reread 16 books, and I don't think that this will stand the test of time. I think that it operates on a certain level, but it's not a book I'm going to reread. I don't think it operates at the level that this prize demands. Anyways, I will get back to you in another 100 pages. I will leave you with the saga of Lemmy and the mountains of Northern Quebec. And I assure you that no Lemmy was hurt in the making of this video, and no Lemmy was left behind. I am 400 pages into Demon Copperfield, and I'm finding the plot very predictable. I have been examining why this book is only good for me and not great. Now, I've read most of Barbara Kingsolver's work, but the last time I read her was in 2000. Probably my most enjoyable read from her, here's Ripley, is Poisonwood Bible, and that was published in 1998. Now, Demon Copperfield is an Oprah pick. Back in the 90s, I read a lot of Oprah picks, and I really enjoyed them. Her picks lately, I haven't enjoyed. And no judgment, because I think that any celebrity that gets people to read is fantastic. I completely agree with being an advocate for books in any form. And I think that this book is going to appeal to a wide audience. But I think that my taste in books has, and I hate to use the word mature or evolve, because the contradiction to that is not what I'm trying to express. But maybe she's just not a for me author anymore. But I am going to finish the last 150 pages, and I will get back to you with my conclusions. So I have just finished listening to Demon Copperfield, and wow, I couldn't have been more wrong about a book. I have been bedazzled by Demon. He is an unforgettable character, and so are a lot of the other characters. June and Angus, the Peggotts.
unbelievable cast of people. Barbara Kingsolver knows how to write characters. Now, I criticized this earlier for being too heavy-handed, and I think it needed to be. I said that the plot was predictable, and I think it needed to be. I called it commercial, and I think a better word for it would be approachable. I think that this is a book that everyone needs to read, and I think that people who don't read a lot will absolutely love this book. It is so charming in so many ways, and I also criticized it for being too simple, for lack of a word, for not having all the intricate layers. But I think the fact that Demon is so unforgettable and so charming and so nuanced that he is all this book needed to be. I also said that go back and watch the video, but for my shortlist prediction, I did not want it to make the Women's Prize shortlist because, well, that was a mistake. I also said that I would never reread this book. Oh my, yes, I am going to reread this book because I think that the second read will be even more charming, and I want to spend more time with Demon. After 550 pages, 21 hours, audiobook is amazing, by the way, highly recommend. I still want more of Demon. Now, the resounding theme of we are all that we have and we need to take care of each other is incredibly well done. Does she examine the opioid crisis in such a lovely way that is understated and is still a relevant topic today? Fabulously done. This is a retelling of David Copperfield. I've read a lot of Dickens, but I haven't read this book. So I am thinking about doing a vlog reading David Copperfield, just because Barbara Kingsolver wrote Demon Copperhead. So let me know if you think I should do that in the comments below. So I'm going to leave it there. I was so wrong about this book. Go read it. It's worth your time. So I'm going to leave you with us four-wheeling down the mountains of, down a mountain of Northern Quebec. If you're so inclined, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to try to put out a reading vlog every Friday. So thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye. How is it so far?
Fine. My engine's being braked big time by the full blow, so that's why I put it on, right?
Yeah.
Only it won't do is stop it from sliding. I'm trying to keep my speed down, so I can't. This driveway's made for a Jeep. Even a Cherokee be fine on this.
Nice. Oh, wow.
That's a pheasant.
Isn't that beautiful?
Hi. You're a sweetheart. You see the velociraptor in him?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Gorgeous. Thanks for coming out.